G'day and welcome back to IGN Live, direct from E3. Joining me is Dan Greenewalt, the
How's it
creative godfather of Forza, the Forza series. We are coming at you live from LA, of course, but we are going to take you for a little journey down under. I'm not going to lie to you, as IGN's token Australian automobile enthusiast,
Yeah.
I am mildly excited.
We did it for you, Luke, just so you know.
Really?
Your name did come up. I'm not even lying.
So listen, take me through. You've been to several E3s in a row. This, what are we like? If we discount the Fast and Furious Forza, we're like 4 Forza games into Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the novelty wear off at all? Or is this still just psyched to just come here and debut a new Forza?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
we're always bringing new things. And really, with the launch of the Xbox One and Forza Motorsport 5, we were trying to strike a new idea in what next generation racing should be.
Yeah.
And part of that was bringing Forza Tech, our engine, up to speed. And then every year since then, there's been new innovations coming into play. And that includes Forza Motorsport 6 Apex, which was launched on Windows 10 as a beta about a month ago.
Yeah.
It's all one connected code base, but there's two teams with different visions for what car culture should really mean. And Forza Horizon 3, I mean, this is, there's a lot packed into this game. Yes, it's Australia.
Yes.
And yes, it's lovely.
Yes.
But it also has a ton of amazing features.
Talk to me about some numbers. Correct me if I'm wrong, we're talking like 350 cars.
Yeah, 350 cars, but it's mostly the diversity. I mean, that's a lot of cars. It's 150 more than were in Forza Horizon 2. But it's the diversity of having Utes, right?
Yep.
Of course, Holdens. And we also have buggies and off-roaders and things that you know, really explore that really diverse world. The map itself is 2 times the size of Forza Horizon 2, but it's not just the size, it's the diversity. There's the rainforest, there's the sand dunes, there's the water by the 12 Apostles, and there's a city with Surfer's Paradise on the Gold Coast. I mean, that kind of verticality and that modern city really brings a new environment into this world. So the diversity of the car list mirrors the diversity of the environment itself.
Yeah, right. So this really is like a smooshed up kind of best of tour in Australia.
I love to hear you put it that way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so our goal is to make, think of it like a skate park, an amazing place to play with your cars, but you recognize the landmarks of Australia, and hopefully we've really captured the feeling. Now, I know we went on location, so the team was there for months over the course of the summer collecting skies even. So with a 360-degree HDR camera, day after day after day of full skies were captured.
Yeah.
This tech has never been done in a video game before. We actually replay, mix, and blend real skies from Australia. So when you see a thunder bumper roll in and the rain starts coming, or it goes to night and the golden hour, those are real skies captured down under.
Yeah, right. I tell you what, when you debuted the trailer at the Microsoft press conference, and I kind of saw the vistas, and I'm like, that looks like the 12 Apostles, and I was like, that looks like a gum tree.
Yeah.
And then I saw the kangaroos. But even that, like, I know it's kind of a trivial thing in some respect, but adding wildlife like that to a game, really, does that kind of bring the world to more life than, say, Forza Horizon 2?
That's the hope. And you know, there's also you know, crocs. There's actually in the demo, if you really, there's this one little river you go splashing through, and if you notice, there's actually a croc that goes under the water as you drive through there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the wildlife brings the place to life. The ambient traffic, you know, there's drive-atars throughout the world.
Yep.
We really want this world to feel very lively. There's trains going through Surfer's Paradise.
Yep.
There's just a lot going on.
And they're all on the wrong side of the road for you guys.
Well, you know, when you're in Horizon, there's really no wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
You kind of drive through traffic all the time. That's the whole fun of it.
So what's your favorite part, like, when you've seen this come together, what's your favorite part of what's changed? Like, we're seeing a lot of stuff brought back from Forza Motorsport 4, even with the auction house. What's the kind of part of it that you're like, yep, great to see this happening now?
Well, I think there's 2 main things. One is that in Forza Horizon 3, you are the boss. You're in charge of the festival. And so in Horizon 2, it was kind of a zero to hero story. You know, you're racing to the top. And that's been flipped over on its head. You actually start in Horizon 3 as the boss. You plan out the festival. You decide what's going to happen. You even hire and fire your friends' drive-atars to make your festival more popular. They're going to bring more fans into the festival. And if they're not doing their job, fire them. Get rid of them.
Yep.
You also can create all these different events. So that whole idea of you're in charge permeates the entire design. customize the music, customize your license plate, choose a different driver. There's now body kits, there's more wheels. So you're in charge, it's everywhere. And the other idea here is just the social aspects of the game. Co-op, which we showed at the briefing, it brings everybody together and really takes advantage of the XPA, the Xbox Play Anywhere, as well as cross-play nature of live. Right now, every month, there are over 3 million players playing Forza. The community has really grown. On the Xbox One alone, 11 million players have played in our sandbox. And having the PC audience now join the Xbox audience in a cross-play experience with co-op, we think is going to build an even bigger community than ever. And that's what our vision's all about. That's why it doesn't get old for me, right?
Yeah.
Having Motorsport and Horizon, they're two expressions of that car culture.
So listen, talk to me, like you guys are over there at Turn 10 and you look over at Playground. What part of, say, Horizon 3 do you look at and you go, how did you do that?
The first time I saw the skies,
Yeah.
and especially, so the skies were actually filmed and captured in HDR.
Yeah.
And HDR is a technology that's really hard to explain until you just watch it, when you see it. Skies really shine in HDR. So that technology, and when I was able to see that actually come to life in the game, I knew what HDR was, but I hadn't felt it. And as a player, you park on the side of the road in Horizon, you watch the sun go up, you see the thunderclouds come in, and there's a real difference in the quality of the sun in a cloud. In most games, the clouds are white, the sun is white. How do you actually capture the intensity of the sun? And that's what HDR does. It's going to make the sun brighter without making the clouds gray. So that technology just blows me away. I love the way it comes together.
All right, listen. I started to see a few Australian cars poke their way into the downloadable content for Forza 6.
Yeah.
I was pretty excited because it was like 3 months in a row where like every month there was a new one. I should have got the hint. I feel like I should have got the hint. Is there something in Horizon 3 that you're finally going to hold off your mind on? Like, so glad we got that. I know the Lamborghini, the hero car, is a big deal. I assume barn finds are back.
Yes, they are.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, is there something that you're like, that's my favorite? Or can you not talk about that yet?
So I love the trophy trucks in general.
Yep.
And part of it was actually captured in that in the trailer.
Yeah. Actually, you got one of those on the cover as well, right?
The what?
You got one of those on the cover as well, the Raptor? Or?
Yeah, so it's a Raptor. It's not a trophy truck, but it is a Raptor with upgrade parts, and it's getting some pretty big air.
Yeah.
But when you see that BJ Baldwin truck just hit huge air in the trailer, I love that moment, and that's Horizon. That's what it's all about. It's just the freedom to explore a world as you like.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a new feature that highlights that kind of jumping. We had danger. What were they called? Like drift zones, and you had the miles per hour, who your friends could beat
like
miles
speed
per
traps
hour.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
speed traps, exactly. Now we have these danger signs over big bluffs and things like that where you can jump a car, and the BJ Baldwin trophy truck and other trucks like that are just awesome to take huge air.
Yeah. Man, this is so exciting because like we have some really strict anti-hooning laws in Australia.
Yeah.
And you can't go any faster than 110 kilometers an hour down there. So this is I'm pretty stoked to say the least.
That is the great thing about a racing game.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah,
it's always a pleasure. We have plenty more coming up. That's what we're here to do. Keep it locked to IGN.